Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 4, Episode 4 of the First Star Challenge with Leeds United as we look to win the Champions League with the club for the first time. And today, in the group stage of the Champions League, we go away to Lyon and then we play Manchester City in the Premier League. But before we get to any of that, I thought we'd start by having a look at the dynamics. We haven't done it for a little while, I don't think, and I just want to show off what a good job we're doing. I mean, look at this. It is almost superb. There's absolutely no issues with any players. Managerial support's good. Dressing room atmosphere could be better, but it's not too bad. And team cohesion is also good. The club hierarchy, it's still Calvin Phillips, Liam Cooper, and Johnny Suter that are the team leaders for us. You can see we have a lot of highly influential players, which is good, and a few others as well. And in terms of support, no one actively against us. I'd like to think Onana would be on my side by now, but obviously not. But there we go, so that's looking good. And the social groups, again, I'd ideally like this to come up a little bit into maybe just the two groups. We have a Spanish clique, which is fine. Haaland and Pograglic, yet to find themselves a spot in the dressing room. And then we have sort of the old school English speakers, is it? And then sort of the core group there as well. So ideally we'll have this come together a little bit more, but otherwise things are looking really, really good. Now just the one game to catch you up on since last episode, and that was our league match against Southampton. We got off to a terrible start, conceding in the second minute. Lyon and Edouard combined to level things up with a clinical counter-attack. And we secured the points in first half stoppage time when Brad Darridge crossed for Coyle to smash in the winner. So a horrible start, a decent performance overall, and some good goals as well. Edouard and Louis Coyle in first half stoppage time getting the goals for us. And it was just a good, falling behind so early obviously isn't ideal, but we responded well, and I was pretty happy with the performance. Onana played well, which means we weren't perfect, but it was decent enough. And if you have a look at what that means for the league table, we will see that we're sitting up there not too bad right now. 8 games played, 14 points. I think Liverpool are gone. Arsenal are almost gone as well, to be honest. And Manchester City, obviously, that's who we played the second game this episode. They are still within distance for us. But we've got to remember the start we've had to the season. We've already played Liverpool, Chelsea. We've played Tottenham, I think, haven't we? We've played Man United. We'll play City after today. It would mean, we've played most of the top teams. So we should have a really decent run of fixtures coming up. Not scouting. If we go and have a look here, we did play Chelsea as well. So it's just really Arsenal, the top teams we haven't played yet. So we're going to have a really, really decent run of fixtures coming up. Pretty much all the way into sort of almost the end of January after today, before we play Arsenal and Spurs and City again, 3 games in a row. So the league should improve. I think we've put ourselves in not too bad of a position, to be honest. So I'm not too displeased with it. And the Champions League table, which is where we're about to go, actually be able to see the table from this screen here, won't we? Us and Lyon both won our first games, and we were a little bit lucky against Lazio last time out. We won, of course, with 10 men. But if we can get a result, any sort of result on the road here, I think it's going to be really, really good for the group going forward. Now, we're not the favourites, which is maybe fair enough given it's our first season back in the competition. Rudy Garcia is the Lyon manager. Now, he's a decent manager, a good coach. So, they're a standard, balanced playing style, standard mentality, which you may not be able to see behind my head there. Pressing, more urgent, so we'll need to up the tempo a little bit. This is how we're expecting them to play. So we can see there their heat map. They push very, very high up the pitch, and their wing-backs, look at that, they're almost playing as wingers. They might actually, is that their wing-back? They might even be playing as inverted full-backs, are they, or wing-backs? So we're definitely going to be looking to get the ball into space in behind that defensive line of theirs. We can see there their passing network and their key passes. And this is the team we're sending out. We're going with the wingers. So it's Onana in goal. It's Zagreb, Pograglic, Bonifazi, and Suter coming into play right back for this one. We saw last episode, didn't we? I don't think we can trust Olivier in the big games. Well, he's suspended for this one anyway after that assault against Lazio. Calvin Phillips is going to go as a deep line playmaker. Turpey and Mariba go in midfield. It's Abel Ruiz who's been scoring big goals for us, as has Bowen's been a good player for us for a while now. We're going to try him on support and see if they'll sort of be more likely to get crosses in rather than sort of taking shots on. I don't know if it'll change that or not. Alfie Haaland. Erling Haaland is going to go up top as the pressing forward. We saw what he did against Lazio. Maybe he just plays well in Europe. Oh, Tommy Rogic is playing for them. Go on, Tommy boy. One of my all-time favourite Socceroos, Mr. Rogic. So they are playing as expected, which is good. Pick up where they left off. carry. All right, let's just go with that. Let's trust Met God and see what he says. See if it rings true here. Some calm. We have faith in everybody, and out we go. So yeah, this will be again interesting to see how. I don't know. I mean, the consensus in the comments seemed to be that we did get a little bit lucky against Lazio, and we did. We were 1-0 down. I think we were 1-1, and then we went down to 10 men, weren't we? So we managed to go on and win the game, which is fantastic. You know, it shows that there's a bit of fight about the team, but I wouldn't say it was a classic performance from us. So we do need to be better. So let's see what we can do here. Away from home, that should be easy for Onana, and it is. Away from home, I think a draw is a decent result for us, especially given that Lyon won their first game. Obviously, if we could win, it would be a stunning result for us in terms of the group. Here we go with Abel Ruiz. Can he flick a pass in there for Haaland? He goes himself still. What do we need to do to stop wingers from shooting, to get them to cross the ball in? I wonder if it needs to be hit early crosses, but that's not really an early cross at that point. I wouldn't consider that an early. An early cross to me would be sort of somewhere there-ish. That to me would be an early cross, or is that a passing into space? I don't. Maybe it's not really. Maybe you need to be down here somewhere for an early cross. But an early cross to me is you sort of first touch cross or second touch cross, not run at the defense and then. Yeah, anyway, here we go with Zagreb. There's a decent ball in. It's headed away. Abel Ruiz should get to that. What can he do from this position? He finds Mariba. Mariba's done well. Mariba, oh, it's an own goal. We'll take it. We will take it. Ruiz. Mariba put a really dangerous ball in. Haaland was lurking, wasn't he? But it's 1-0 to the good guys away from home. It was a good ball, reverse ball there to get Mariba into space. Yeah, Haaland was there, but it's poor, isn't it? Defender's really got to be putting that past the post. Just clear it behind for a corner, son. All right. Speaking of clearing a corner, come on, boys, away. Bonifazi does okay there. It's back out to a man in space. Oh, we've left him unmarked. Second ball from the corner, and it's 1-1. As quick as we went up, we now find ourselves pegged back. And that was really, really poor, wasn't it? We just did not pick up anybody after the first ball was out. Look at this. Everybody's... What are they doing? What are they doing? It's you, isn't it? It's you. Who are you? Gary Turpie. Just left his man for a second, and we come back for a kickoff highlight. Is it going to just become a goal fest all of a sudden? Here we go with Abel Ruiz. He's got two men on him. Oh, and he's blocked it. And where's Suta should be up there giving a bit more support, shouldn't he? Oh, it's Milik. It is Onana with the save. It's still there. Bonifazi. Ball at his feet. Eventually takes his time, clears it. Abel Ruiz, and that will end the highlights. What can we do here? Oh, there's a good little tackle there from Zagreb. Got himself into space. Can he find Haaland? He's got a man through the middle there. He finds him. It's Mariba. Can Mariba find Haaland? Look at Haaland through the middle. He goes himself. It's Mariba! Oh! Decent save. Wasn't quite a free-flowing counter-attack, that one, though, was it? But here we go now with a corner. It's headed away. It's down again. It's going to be picked up by Haaland. Back there for Abel Ruiz. He loves a dribble, doesn't he? He's taken on 2, 3. He's lost possession in the end there. Another corner. Bowen knocks it in. Decent. Oh, it's over. Is it? Oh, Haaland. I thought it might be a penalty for a second there. But no such luck. Let's give it a go. As the highlight starts, get creative. It's very, very open, isn't it? There was a poor pass picked up by Bonifazi. Mariba has it. Abel Ruiz went to go. Here we go with Haaland. Haaland! Oh, first time. What a goal that would have been. What can we do here? What can we do to just try and calm things down a little bit, perhaps? I wonder if we just want to close up these lines a little bit. It's a very, very open game. And away from home, I'm not sure we want it that open when they have possession. Suta now with the throw. In there for Haaland. Back for Suta. Come on, son. What have you got for us? What have you got? That's a decent ball back from Mariba. Back for Suta. There's a good ball for Phillips getting forward. Calvin Phillips. Blocked. Oh, no, we're going to get caught out here. Phillips is horribly out of position as well. He should be on defend. He shouldn't be that far forward. What have you done to us, Calvin? It's a shot and Onana. Easy for him. Come on, boys. Let's give it a concentrate here. You just get the feeling we're not quite at it completely today. They're looking nervous as well, though. So it's a big game. It's a big, big game. But it's 1-1 at the break. We still haven't really... just the own goal for us. I'm going to say I'm not happy with that. We've stressed out Pogradic. He's still stressed out. we'll keep an eye on him. We do have Nathan Wood on the bench, who's a really good centre-back. Let's demand a bit more and see where this takes us. Phillips now. That's a decent pass over there for Ruiz. Ruiz has done his man. Can he get a cross in or will he go himself? Have a shot, mate. It's there, blocked back for Suter. Suter for Mariba. What can he do? Mariba. Oh, Mariba. We do have work ball into the box on, don't we? Yeah, I wonder if we need to just lower the tempo ever so slightly so we stop shooting at every given off. Maybe we should put shoot on sight on and see. Oh, that would be horrible, wouldn't it? Turpey's not had a great day. The problem is that we've got so many games of really do need to try and keep guys fit for City. There's a decent ball instead of penalty. Bonifazi is indicating he's being pushed. Var's having a look at it. Var says a penalty. And I won't burst into the "We Love You VAR" song because that didn't go down well, excuse me, last time. But here's a chance now. It's Abu Ruiz from the spot. Ruiz! He sticks away the penalty and it's 2-1 to Leeds United. And this time, boys, we're going to say concentrate. We're going to try and hang on to this lead for more than 3 seconds, please. There it is. I didn't really see too much of the foul. I mean, it was a bit of a cluster F in there, wasn't it? So it's difficult to see. But if VAR says it's a penalty, then it's a... Oh, Jesus, come on, boys. Oh, wait, Bonifazi's there. Now, pick up from the second ball in this time. If we do it again from a second ball in from a corner... Oh, Jesus, what are we doing? I'd say it's our defending of corners, and we need to work on it. But we're getting the first ball away. It's sort of the transition almost, isn't it? Show some passion, boys. I mean, I told you to concentrate, and you've done the exact same thing again. Zagreb perhaps not picking up his man on this occasion. And it's 2-2, and look at that. We can't hold on to a lead. It's absolutely disgraceful. Alright, let's make some changes here. Let's bring Helder Costa on for Bowen, who haven't really seen much of him, if anything. A point away from home is not a bad result. I'm thinking, do we go number 10? Can we change something up? But a point away from home is not terrible. Let's get Turpey going as a ball-winning midfielder. Just try and break up their play a little bit if we can. Possession is relatively even. Shots, I mean, we're not putting our shots on target. Again, we haven't really seen the best of Haaland, I would say. But come on, boys, get creative here. We've got 3 minutes to go. Is there a late sting in our tail? 5 minutes stoppage time. Wow, that is certainly some stoppage time. But unfortunately, corners have absolutely killed us. Absolutely. That is so frustrating. A draw, at the grand scheme of things, is not the worst. But I'm not happy with that, boys. I'm really not. Honours even at Groupama Stadium. It's money in the bank. As I said, it's not necessarily a poor result in the terms of the group overall, but it's disappointing in that we were twice in front and we've only walked away with a point. Look at how many games we're playing here. Trabzon Sports Champions League again. We're not going to have a chance to work on... Okay, that's defending free kicks. Let's change that to corners, perhaps. And just see if that makes any difference. Guys, wait right there. We will be back to face City at home in the league. Okay, welcome back. Now, we're about to play Manchester City. Now, the other game in our group, we did have the early kickoff. It finished as a draw. So we're in a pretty good position here in the league. 3 points clear of Trabzonspor and Lazio. I think we have a double-header against the Turks coming up the next 2 games in the group. So, if, and it's a big if, I know, but if we can win the double-header against them, that would be 10 points, and that would essentially then see us through the group, I think. But we have a game against Manchester City in the league to worry about now. Now, they are quite heavy favourites this one, to be honest. Now, if we were to win, we could go up into the Champions League places. It's a big if, though, because this is a good team. Now, they're a Jose Mourinho coached Manchester City. This is Manchester City, but definitely not as we know them. A cautious, direct playing style. There's Mourinho's stuff, so to speak. And if we have a look at what we're expecting from them, we're expecting Mourinho, basically. A bus being parked with Tammy Abraham up front. You can see their positional heat map. They're narrow, they're compact. It's exactly what you would expect from Jose Mourinho, essentially. This is the team we're sending out. We do have to obviously rotate, having played Champions League, and then this coming midweek, again, we have a Champions League tie. So Onana continues in goal. It's Tucson and Woods as the centre-backs. It's Coyle down the right. It's Brad Darich down the left. Kane's going to come in and sit in front of the back two with McCalmont and Bogac further forward. Alina in behind Liao and Eduardo. Let's go beat City. So everybody is playing as expected, which is good. Yeah, I mean, it's always difficult playing a Mourinho team in this, isn't it? Tell them to do it for the fans. All right, let's go with that. Give the fans something to cheer. Some calm, we have faith. And let's get out there. And let's see what we can do. At home, I'd like to think we could get at least a point from them. Ideally, we would win the game, but we'll just kind of see how it goes. Here we go with a corner now. We've worked on defending them in between games. Can we score from one? Not on that occasion. McCalmont should get to that. He does. It's a lean up. Ball in. It's Lyon! And Lyon's first goal of the season gives us the lead. It's 1-0 over City. And we couldn't have asked a much better start than that, could we? And we've done it from a corner as well. Let's demand a little bit more from them. But that's really good. I mean, we can't really... Anything that happened in that Lyon game, it's a completely different outfield 10. So the only player that's the same is Onana in goal. So, we can't really hold anything against these guys that happened in the last game. But, I mean, it does a little bit show the strength that we have in the club right now, that we're able to make basically 10 outfield changes and still, I think, look a pretty good team. Let's give it a leaner over a free kick. A lean up. Oh, it's outside of the post. Was it a hand on it by the keeper? It looks like it was. So, a very good free kick there from Molina. Now, can he deliver a quality set piece for us as well? It's decent. It's back post. McCalmont's there again. Can he? Oh, he's just been caught in on the ball there. And we did, as that Bogac that was on the edge of the area in space, if he could have found him. But it wasn't to be. A really, really good start from us, though. Definitely a case of so far, so good. Attacking throw here. What can we do? Bredaric into Leao. Back for Bredaric. Can he get a cross in? He can. It's, headed away. It's still there for McCalmont. No. City come away with it. Now we're going to find ourselves on the break here. It looks as though we are going to have to do something. You're going to have to make a foul here, boys. You can't just let him run all the way through you. That would have been probably goal of the season, to be honest, but we've got away with that a little bit. Come on, boys. Show some passion here. Fire up. Oh, that would have been such a good goal from Dembele. It's one of those you almost, if you're a neutral, you'd want it to go in, wouldn't you? Because it just would have been a wonderful goal. Both our centre-backs on bookings now. That is not ideal. If we can just get into the break here, please, boys. We've absolutely smashed them. Look at that. Yeah, it hasn't been a classic for highlights, but, I mean, what do we say? I'm going to be assertive, I think, guard against complacency. I mean, it's almost been too easy, that, hasn't it? That was not a great first half by them. Just that one chance on the break from Dembele. Otherwise, we really have not seen anything from them. Edouard's been a little bit quiet. I forgot he loses confidence. Alright, well, we'll see how that goes for him. Let's give it a demand more. Nice early on here. He's focused after the demand more shout, so that's hopefully a good sign for us. I mean, it's sort of a case right now of if it ain't broke, don't... Now, we're not on get stuck in. No, we're not on get stuck in, so that's fine. Demand more. It's almost praise territory, isn't it? We've been that comfortable. Maybe we do praise them. Let's not talk too soon here. All right, Ederson knocks it forward. Picked up their Coyle. He had more time than that, and that's a poor header. Chilwell brings it forward. Can we get... we go. We can. McCalmont. He does. He gets it early forward too to Leao. Now, can Leao essentially wrap this up for us? Oh, it's off the crossbar, is it? What a shot from Leao, and it's just hit the crossbar, and Woods has picked up an injury, so let's get him off. Let's get Cooper on. That's a shame, because Woods has had a decent game there. Did that just say a pulled thigh? I missed what it set up there for him. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. And the thing is that with games coming so thick and fast, we really... Oh, Edouard's injured. I don't really want to bring Haaland on. And Edmondson wasn't really ready. Costa can play up front. All right, so let's bring Helder Costa on. Advance forward. Let's just see how he does. He doesn't play much for us anymore. He's kind of second choice behind Bowen and Ruiz as wingers. We need to start closing this game down here, don't we? Let's not change too much there. Let's just slow it down. We'll be a bit more disciplined. Waste a bit of time. Lower our tempo down. And... the other thing we might look to do, actually, is just sit the fullbacks. The wing... Actually, we need to put them back to fullbacks, don't we? Pause, please, game. We'll do that, and we'll stick them on support. Fullbacks on support, please, game. There we go. There is a way you can do this. I think you can set it up so with 5 minutes to go, it would just revert back to this, back to how you want to play. But I can't be bothered setting that up. And sometimes you don't want to do that. If we were in a situation where we needed to be chasing away goals, it did it automatically, and I didn't realize stuff like that. I think would annoy me. So that's why I don't set that up. I think you used to be able to do it. I'm sure you still can. Oh, Costa's been caught in possession there, and is that going to be extremely costly for us? It is straight into the arms of Onana. Concentrate, boys. Come on, let's see this out. This would be a massive, massive win. It would be a huge win. We go up into the Champions League. Oh, we don't yet. Oh, I've gone early. I've celebrated early. Gathered away, boys. We trained on this. Onana! Jesus Christ. Onana, what a save that is. And can we blow it up? Yes, we can. All right. Oh, I went a little bit early there, and we did eventually get there. Liao's 4th-minute goal was enough to put us up into the Champions League places. And I tell you what, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Given the start to the season we've had, that is stunning. Leeds ease past Manchester City. I mean, for the most part, just at the end there, got a little bit 2 to 3 weeks for Wood, and Edouard is the less serious injury, yet he went straight off. We do have a little bit of depth at centre-back, so that's fine. We'll just need to see a little bit more of Liam Cooper and a little bit more of... who else do we have back there that hasn't... Anyway, we have a little bit of depth. Carlos Alina, superb with the number of chances you've been creating. He's been a really good player for us, Mr. Alina, hasn't he? I wasn't as sure about him when I signed both him and Mariba a couple of seasons. Was it last season, wasn't it? But he's been quite good. He's got some really big goals for us as well. So really, really happy with that. But there we go, guys. That is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And look at that. Really, really pleased. Arsenal beat Liverpool as well. You may have noticed 1-0. It sort of that game day. So that's a good result maybe for us in that it just pulls Liverpool back a little bit. But I think the goal this year has got to be top 4. And given, as I said, the start to the season we've played everybody in that top 7 apart from Arsenal. So the other top 6 teams, we've already played them in the first 9 games, and we find ourselves where we do. I think that's really, really positive. So guys, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll come back for, I think we'll miss this Trabzonspor at home. I think what we'll do is we'll come back for, say, Norwich, and then the away game against Trabzonspor. And then sort of to map out the week ahead a little bit for you. Then I think what we'll do is we'll do Lazio and Lyon to sort of round out the group stage. And then after the Lyon game, we have the gap for the World Cup, the Winter World Cup. So that, I think, will be the next 2 episodes. But until next time, guys, Open Aussie Villain, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of that in the comments, how you think we're going to go this year. Am I overstating the start? I'm not sure I am. I'm really, really happy with it. We'll see you next time, guys. Take care.